Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome. Welcome to what's in my bag. Yes, my week in the bag, or maybe bags. There's a finished object, some acquisitions, some thrift shopping, and some yarn I was given. So, if you're interested, stick around, enjoy the content, and let's get on with it. First off, finished object. I'll just pause it, won't be a moment. So, finished object, first thing out of my bag, Bod had a palooza. Yes, I made a hat. This one here, tutorial by Bag Day, Crystal, Darkness something. There'll be a link in the description below. I really like the way it turned out. I think it's a really nice beanie. And Bod had a palooza, hosted by Laura at Mad Mimi Crochet and Farming. So the yarn I used, and I've never used it before, and it was in my stock, and I thought, well, I'm going to use that up, is, I'll just leave that there. Oops, she's going to fall over. Feels Like Butter by Lion Brand. This one. Ta-da! Colorway Red Rouge. And I actually used one full skein and 17 grams of another skein to finish this hat. I gave it a 3-row single crochet brim. I did 2 and then things said no, it needs another one. It's really soft and it's really easy to work with this yarn. I used a 4.5mm crochet hook. The reason I've never really used it before, the colors in Feel Like Butter always seem a little dull to me, but this actually crocheted up quite nice. So I had the 2 skeins. I've got almost one, well, I used 17 grams of 100 gram. So 117 grams to make the Bod Had a Palooza. Remember to check out the link below for the tutorial. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's not that hard. It looks hard, but it's not that hard. So that is my only finished object for the week, because I've been working on bigger projects and other projects that I'll show you in future videos. But in my bag, so I had Thursday off. I had Tuesday and Thursday off, but Thursday the weather was better. We still keep getting rain, and we went up to the Atherton Tablelands because I feel like I needed to get out of the city and experience something different. So of course we go up to Mariba where we used to live, checked out our house, hasn't changed much since we sold it, and there is one of my favorite thrift shops there, and we called in to have a look, and I did buy some things there. I actually bought these are pure wool. I have not seen, it's Carnival Pure Wool 8 ply 50 gram wool. I've never seen this before. It's just got a color number. It's made by Panda in grown and spun in Australia. I can't quite read it. Quality Australian wool, pure wool. And they were 2 in that color, no smell, and I thought that's a great color for pure wool. No idea what I'll make. And then I found these. Now it's called Pearls of Yarn Angel. I've never heard of that before. And this one is obviously, I'd say, come out of some sort of kit. But I thought they might be handy for when I'm doing hair or funny things on amigurumis. Look, the whole thing was $5. Well, it was actually $4, but I gave them a $5 note because I thought that was a really good bargain. So that was what I bought at my Mariba favorite charity shop. We then went on to Malanda on Thursday. The lady who has a craft shop room at her house, which is absolutely huge. She sells a lot of fabric. She's got a lot of quilters up there, but she does have a range of yarns and knitting supplies, and she's always been fairly economical with prices. So I went up, it's called Cross Stitch and Quilting Corner, that one. She's very much into cross stitch. She does classes on Saturday. It's open on Thursday, which is what the local council let her, from about 10 till 4. But you can also go up there by appointment only if you want to go shopping. So I went because I wanted crochet hooks. I actually wanted soft touch, but she doesn't stock soft touch. She does stock Clover Amour hooks. And I bought a 4.5 and a 4mm because $9.95 a hook. That's all she charges, $9.95. Down here in Cairns, $15. There you go. They were a bargain, and I do tend to use these two sizes the most, and I'm always in search of one. Look, you can tell it's just a little craft shop because she still does it on that. She does take EFTPOS, which is handy. So I always look at the yarn. There's not a vast range, but she did have a new yarn I hadn't seen before. Panda Cotton Chunky. This one. It feels really soft. I didn't realize it was cotton. I bought 2 in the orange. They just have color number. I'm just going to see if, yeah. Oh, 55% acrylic, 45% cotton. I actually thought I might try it for amigurumi. It's really soft. I bought 2 in orange and 2 in white because I was thinking amigurumi, but I don't know what I was thinking of. They were $6.70 a ball, and there is, and remember I'm talking in Australian dollars, there is 70 meters in a ball, which is not a lot, but still, it'd be nice to try something different. I then bought some knickknacks. Like I bought some Crafty Bits eyes for $2.95, which down here they're over $4. I bought some 15mm artificial eyes. I don't use a lot of artificial eyes, but I do like to have some. I like the big stitch markers for when I'm doing amigurumi. They were $8.50, and I only have about 3. I don't know what's happened to the rest. And then I bought these snip things that were at the counter, which is a trap, isn't it? I thought they might be handy to have with me at work. So that's what my acquisitions were from Melanda at Cross Stitch Corner. From there we went on to Yungaburra, which is like a village town. There is a new modern estate over the other side, but it's an old village town. It's a nice place to have lunch, even though it was drizzling with rain. We did stop and have lunch about 1:30 at the usual place, because not far from that is a little op shop, but that raises funds for Tibet or somewhere like that. Nepal, that's it, for Nepal. But she didn't have anything. She didn't have any yarn or anything I was interested in. And just a few meters away from that is the second-hand bookshop. Sorry, the hiccups hit. The second-hand bookshop run by an old guy. It's overloaded, this bookshop. He's also got some collectibles, old stuff in there. I go to his knitting section. There's not usually a lot there, but I did see 52 weeks of sock knitting, or knit socks for 52 weeks, and thought, oh, that's a good book, hardback book. Checked out what he was asking, looked online, and he was asking, as per usual, about $10 more than it's worth brand new, and it's second hand. I found that out with him before Tea Cozy book, that he was selling second hand was $10 dearer than what you can get brand new. If he sells them, good luck to him. He's got a captive audience up there. It is a colder climate, so maybe people knit. But I didn't buy anything in Yungaburra. But we did have a lovely lunch, and Saxon, because we took the dog, had a great run around. So the other thing I did, because at my market, I had quite a lot of $5 amigurumis left in acrylic, and I can never see myself selling them all, and some of them have been with me for a while. So before we went on our road trip up to the Tablelands, I packed up 4 to take with me, and I left 3 as random acts of kindness. I left 1 in Mariba, 1 in Malanda, and 1 in Yungabara. I bagged them up like this with a little note and left them in 1 in each town for someone to find. This is one I still have that I'll leave around this week. Look, it's called the Love Monster, but he never sold. And I have a few, most of them are little monsters that just don't seem to sell. One of the ones I left somewhere was on a key ring because it was smaller, but they're all about this size. So yes, I gave them away as random acts of kindness, rather than just keep trying to sell them or throw them in a charity bag for a charity shop. I thought it might be nice. Mainly in park areas where children play, they were left. So and there were parents out with their children playing in the park. So I thought it might be nice if they found one and made the kids stay, because they all have sewn eyes. None of them had artificial eyes, so that was good. I left 3 monsters up on the tablelands, and I actually quite enjoy doing that. I do like random acts of kindness. I think it's it makes me feel good. So, like I said, I've been crocheting big things this morning because it's Saturday. I went to Crochet for Cancer. I met up with my friend Uya, and we only stayed a couple of hours. I couldn't stay for lunch because we had family things I had to get done. But I will pause the video and show you something. So, Crochet for Cancer, I left my 2 blankets and a beanie. You know, the charity shop yarn that I bought and made a blanket and matching beanie. I left those as donations. There were some lovely donations. If I remember, I'll try and get I say this every time, a picture of the donation table so you can see how much is donated. I had a lovely lady come up and talk to me. She was here on holiday. She was from down south. She volunteers in a charity shop, helps out with the church, and she was curious as to if it was a club, how it got organised. And I explained to her it wasn't. It's just that Anna had formed Crochet for Cancer, and where we donated, and yeah, she just thought it was great. And she was off to play bingo because apparently she likes to play bingo, and it was about to start, but we had a lovely chat. So you always meet someone new at these events. We've been talking about older ladies when they lose their partners, or like I was talking about my dad when Mum died, and how the day drags when you're missing a partner. And I know my dad joined St. Vincent de Paul, which is a charity society, and he helped out the back. He liked to sort out the books, and someone was talking about their friend, and I said that's maybe what they should do, is volunteer work that isn't too difficult or they can get to easily. It gets them out, it gets them talking. I know my dad really enjoyed it. I think he enjoyed the fact that the ladies used to bring him cakes to take home or biscuits. But yeah, it does help when you're on your own. You need not be lonely. You need to make an effort to find something out there, like Crochet for Cancer once a month, or going to St. Vinny's or a charity shop and helping out behind the scenes. I highly recommend it for older people who are retired, you know, are alone, or even like, I know if I retired and things retired, we'd drive each other crazy if we were together every day, all day. I would have to go out and volunteer somewhere just to get a break from each other. So what else was there? I've been working on, I'll touch on earlier at the end. I've been working on my Luck of the Draw 10. I went into a bit of a when Mama Swift launched Luck of the Draw 11 because I hadn't finished 10. I'm almost there. I think it needs a border, and I'll probably do that tonight. I actually took it with me to Crochet for Cancer to finish off the last few rows, and it's ready for a border. I have chosen my colours for Luck of the Draw 11, and I've chosen a pattern. And I will share those with you in another video when I finish Luck of the Draw 10, show you what it looks like. And hopefully I haven't changed my mind about the pattern for Luck of the Draw 11. I won't change my mind about the colours. I'm determined to use these colours and some of this yarn from my yarn stash up. Just use it up. So I want to thank everybody for the lovely birthday wishes that I received on my birthday video. So nice to get wished well, and so many lovely wishes and comments and kind words. Today, Ulia, besides giving me that polar bear and other gifts, she arrived with another gift. And here they are. Another glass stylized polar bear. It's really heavy that she gave me. She said, I'm not going to hang on to it till Christmas. You can have it now. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll have more polar bears from Ulia than other people at this rate. So I want to thank her for that. So yes, all the lovely comments. Now, in past years, I've done a birthday giveaway where I give away and give back for my birthday. And I didn't do one this year. Deliberately didn't announce I was doing one, just sort of roll with it. So if you commented as of 11:59 last night on my birthday video, which is Friday, whatever the date, I'll put it in the description below. If you made a comment, and it didn't matter who you were, I put all your names on a wheel, spun the wheel, and draw someone out to win a giveaway prize. And it can be a gift voucher, it can be something I send you, it can be whatever we decide when you email me and claim your prize. And the lucky person's name is, drumroll, da-da-da-da, Karen Smith 2635. Karen Smith 2635. You've won my birthday giveaway gift to you, paying it forward. All you need to do is email me and claim your prize, maybe drop some hints at what you would like, and we can work it out. So gift voucher will be to the value of $25. That's pretty standard for me, but it's just a little something to give back to all those people who watch my videos, make lovely comments about my birthday and all that. It was just really nice. So yes, a little birthday giveaway that no one knew about. The rest of the week is working on whips and bigger projects. I just want to get some things finished, and it's a trap. Every time I see a pattern, oh, I want to start that, but I really want to get some of these whips down and put aside. I've got a gift make I am doing for a friend. I just have so much on the go, but the rule is if I finish a blanket, I can start another blanket. I did start Luck of the Draw 11 just to see if the pattern worked out. I'm not so sure at the moment. I may have another go. But yes, one blanket on the go. And they're all generally just for donations to charity or for Crochet for Cancer. I do like going to Crochet for Cancer. It's a lovely, happy group. It's nice to sit around and chat. And no, we don't just talk about yarn and knitting but I did find out about a knitting channel I haven't been watching. So maybe I'll check that out on YouTube. Guys, what's in my bag? Nothing at the moment. It's empty now. There is one other thing I want to share with you I forgot about. I forgot all about this, and I can't remember if I mentioned it in another video. Not this Friday just gone, not yesterday, last Friday. My treasurer walked in with bags of yarn. She's not knitting anymore. And I may have mentioned it, but I didn't show it. There was quite a big bag of what I call roving yarn, which was thick, thin with bobbles. And that is going to go to a new home this week. I just need to have time to get to the mailbox and mail it off. In the bag, because I finally went through it all, there were 5 balls of this lamb's wool it was made in New Zealand. Now, I don't know if I can get it's got lamb's wool mohair acrylic. It's 40% lamb's wool, 40% acrylic, so it must be 20% mohair. Yes. And they're 25 gram balls, and there are 5 of those. And I have started a whip, which I shouldn't have, using this and a sock yarn, a pure wool sock yarn held together. and I'll bring that to you in the future. I just really liked it, and we're looking at my colors, and Reeve said, you know, those two go together. So he has chosen the color match. Also is 4 balls of Peyton's Totem pure wool, 50-gram balls they are. I'd say it's been around for a while, but because it's a smoke-free, pet-free environment, doesn't smell. I put those 4 together in that bag for a future project because I really like that color. It doesn't have a color name, no, just color numbers and shade. But they're all the same dye lot. It's sort of got a bit of a fleck through it. But when I use it, I'll let you know. And then in here, as you said, there are scraps of different yarns. They're all pure wool or wool mohair with a bit of acrylic combined that she has left over from knitting jumpers for family. This is just falling apart. That's one. There are some, there's this color, this color. They're all one-off. And at first I thought, oh, I'll just give it, like she said, if you don't use it, just give it to a charity shop. But then I thought, no, because I can match them up with some of mine and make different things. Like this one, I am knitting it with another yarn for a project, and it's turning out beautiful. So there you go. They don't smell, and that's what my boss has brought into me. And as she walked out the door, she said, there's more to come in the future. I didn't realize that she actually knitted or crochet. Well, she doesn't crochet, she knits, until the Rugby World Cup in Paris, when she showed me at a meeting 30 beanies she had made in the gold colour to support the Wallabies, and she'd had these little wooden kangaroos made to put on the side of the beanies because a group of them were going over for the World Cup. Unfortunately, when they went, it was a heat wave, so I don't know if they got worn much. But she did make some lovely beanies, and she's shown me the jumpers she made for her daughter and that sort of thing. She just said to me, I know you do stuff for charity. You don't necessarily, you know, I can't always use pure wool, but I can send it to people who might appreciate it, or I can make something that I can sell on Etsy and give the money to charity, that sort of thing. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. That's just an added extra to the end of my video. I forgot all about it until I saw it sitting there and remembered what I've been up to. So yes, working on projects, trying to get them finished, trying valiantly not to start any new whips. So guys, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and consider if you've got things lying around that you can bag up for random acts of kindness and leave them in your area to put a smile on someone's face. It will make you feel good. I've lost my clicker, so bye for now. I'll just have to press the button.